Hello everyone, today I'm starting chapter from class 11th, Landscape of the Soul under Foster of English by Nathalie Trovery. The main theme of this chapter is about arts. It revolves around the art of paintings told through the help of various stories. We learn about Chinese painters and their works as well as the story behind them. The author presents two examples of paintings to show the beauty and difference in the perception of painters. A brief introduction about the author. Nathalie was born on February 2, 1975. She is the wife of Belgian Ambassador of India. She has been traveling to the various cities of the world and she has also been imbibing the culture of those cities. She holds a master degree in history of art and archaeology with the specialization in Japanese art. Now she is planning to write a book on the old Delhi architecture like Jama Masjid and Chandni Chowk. Now, the introduction of the chapter. Nathalie contrasts Chinese art with the European art by using two stories and tells us how the Chinese view of art differ from the European view of art. A European painting reduces an actual view, whereas a classical Chinese painting is an unreal one. The European painters want the viewer to look at a particular landscape exactly as he saw it. But the Chinese painter does not choose a single viewpoint. One can travel in it from any point. The Chinese landscape is not real, but a spiritual and inner one. This chapter divides into two parts, each telling us about art and its history through various stories. In the part taken from Landscape of the Soul, Ethics and Spirituality is Chinese painting. We learn about the art of painting through true stories. The first one is about a very popular Chinese painter, Hu Dozi. It is about the 8th century when he was hired by the Tang Emperor Zhang Zun to adorn a wall of the palace. Hu Dozi painted beautiful scenery with mountains, waterfalls, forests, as well as clouds and blue skies with people living harmoniously in a happy environment. However, he painted a cave at the foot of a mountain that was inhabited by the spirit. When the painter was showing his work to the emperor, he claps his hands and an entrance to the cave opens, where he gets in and vanishes. Thus, after disappearing, the author says that denotes the knowledge of the mystical inner world. Thus, it says that only the masters are aware of the way within and can go yonder any material form. Similarly, there is another story about another popular Chinese painter who did not draw a dragon's eye, fearing it would become real and fly out of his painting. Next, we have the third story about a master blacksmith, Quentin Metzies, who falls in love with the daughter of a painter. As the father was not accepting of his son-in-law belonging to such a profession, he still did so. He accepted Quentin because he painted a fly on his board. It had such great realism that it resembled the real one. Further, the author also talks about Chinese philosophy. Sanchui means mountain water, which represents landscape. Two complementary poles reflecting the Taoist view. The mountain is yang, reaching vertically towards the heaven, stable, warm and dry, while the water is yan, horizontal and resting on the earth, fluid, moist and cool. Finally, the second part of Getting Inside Outsider Art by Brinda Suri talks about the concept of art brute. Art brute translates to the art of the ones who have no right to be the artist. It is because they lack any formal training yet somehow possess artistic talent and insight. She refers to them as the one who think outside the box and defy the normal standards. People refer to their work as unorthodox art. She cites the example of Nek Chand's work at Rock Garden in Chandigarh is the form of art brute. The conclusion of the chapter is, art is an infinite form which has a rich history and it cannot fit inside any certain box or label. It has a life of its own. At the last, students, I have shared the vocabulary which is used in the story in the chapter. Please go through it carefully. I hope students you were able to understand the concept of art and painting discussed in this chapter, and if you liked my video, don't forget to share, like, comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you and God bless you all.